Well, good morning. Wow, it sure felt like a Monday there. I'm glad I did this on a Saturday. Um, yeah, getting a live started after not doing it for a couple years have been a little bit difficult. So anyway, welcome. I'm glad you're watching this. If you're if you are watching me on replay, I really appreciate you doing that, and I hope you enjoy this 100-day journey with me. This 100-day journey is all about setting time aside for yourself and using art for stress relief. And right now, getting started late, yeah, I'm going to need some art. So it was a little bit crazy this morning. Um, so we'll see how this turns out. Um, we will be going over, I'll be creating some projects for the next 100 days. Definitely, we'll have some recap videos about every 2 weeks. I'm looking to do a big recap video at the 25, 50, and 75 day mark and the 100-day mark. Um, I'll talk about in just a minute what I'm creating and how I'm creating it. But the other piece to this is building a community and really showing each art that everybody's created. And so I have a link in the description below where you can join my community. I will have some journaling prompts where I personally will go and share my thoughts and ideas about this journey, kind of like a public diary, if you will, of my journey. Um, and then what I'll do in my recap is really talk about the things that were in the community, but also, I am planning to have once a month Q&A question calls that anybody can join via Google Meets. And so make sure you join my community. That's how you're going to get to join the once a month Q&A calls. So come and hang out with us there in the community. And again, the links below in the description. So I'm setting aside 30 minutes every morning at 4:30 a.m. because my family is still asleep and life has not started. So this is time for me. And the reason why I'm doing this is I'm hoping to set change my mindset about how I approach my 9 to 5 job, make it more of a positive experience or work out the stresses that I've had. Um, I'm also going to be getting up at 4:30 in the morning. So rolling out of bed, doing my hair and makeup, yeah, that's not happening. You're going to get me raw. Some days I'm going to be chipper, and some days I am going to be hating life because, something's going on the previous day and life is hard sometimes. And so I hope you enjoy this journey with me for the next 100 days. I have two big surprises at the end of the 100 days that I'll be sharing with everybody, but you'll get to see the progress along the way. And so, with that, let's go ahead and get started. I'll go top down. Oh, maybe we won't have that light. Okay. So, just trying to get my lighting here. Oh, no. It's too bright for me this morning. Oh, that's rough. Okay. So, I got things in the way here. Let's get that going. All right. So, I'm going to be creating on my 100-day journey, I'm going to be creating with these little bitty canvas boards. They're 4 inches by 4. I'm going to create 2, but today I'm not going to start the second one. It's a little bit much this morning, but we'll get caught back up. And I'm going to use my jelly prints. So I have a few things here. I have some jelly prints, and this 100-day journey is all about using the jelly prints. So we'll have those, and then I like separating my jelly print die cuts in these little trays by scrapbook.com. And it's not an affiliate link. I just like them because it keeps things separated. And so I have them stacked right now. And I am trying to keep things for my collages very much organic. So while I may have a heart in here or some feathers, I'm not sure I'll use them. Maybe I will. I don't know. It's just whatever the inspiration strikes. The other thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using some stamps, some foam stamps, regular stamps. I will be die cutting more things as we go along this journey. So I will be using those. And again, most of the items are organic in nature. When I do my jelly printing collages, I use this Liquid Text matte medium. And so that I will be using. But then I will bring out the good old art glitter glue for those more heavier items. So the substrates that I'll be using um, is a mixture between rice paper and copy paper. Um, I really am switching over to more rice paper and tissue paper for my collages, but the copy paper works just fine. And when you really start out jelly printing, most people use copy paper. So with that, let's see here. Hi, Christina. Thank you for joining me. I thought I was going to be alone. So, um, yes, I am drinking my coffee as well. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you find this useful as well. It'll be kind of interesting because when I do my craft showdown lives with Kara Brandon Creations, we have a person that like switches to all the things, and so uh, everybody's asleep right now, so nobody's going to be switching to things but me. So bear with me. But in any case, so that's what I'm working on today. And with that, I am going to go ahead and get started. Please feel free to drop any comments that you may have below. And that's where I'm at. Oh, the other brush that I like, I don't know the name of this brush, but I will put it in the description. I really like this brush for collages. Sorry, I wasn't on camera. I really like this brushes for collages, and they wash out really well. And there's been time when glue was actually like stuck in it, and I was able to get it out. So um, this brush has been stuck in water for a day or two. It still holds up. Love this brush. I highly recommend it for any collage making. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the background, and I am really liking this this paper here. I like also how I have different colors in here. So I think what I'm going to do is just trace this on the back and then cut it out. And that's how I'm going to probably approach this. When I started jelly printing in my YouTube channel, I was really looking for what to do with all these jelly prints. I found that I was really struggling with that. There wasn't a lot of videos on what to do with your jelly prints. And so since then, I started on journey several years ago to explore what I could do differently. Now I am cutting this a little bit bigger because I was thinking about folding it over my jelly prints, but we'll over my canvas board, but we'll see how that works. Oh, cool. I got this piece. I like that. And that should be enough to fold over. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I use a palette for my glue, but since I'm just putting this on, I use a lot of glue, so I'm good with that. Is that going to cover pretty well? Okay. The reason why I'm switching over to more rice paper is it glues down pretty well compared to copy paper, but that's okay. These need to be used up and we're driving on. Should have made it a little bit bigger, but we'll make it work. It'll be all right. Now, it will buckle up, but over time, it will flatten itself back out. So we are just going to, I didn't miter the corners, but that's all right. There we go. Now we're doing it. I want to see how this works. I may not do this tomorrow. I may not wrap it tomorrow. We'll see. See how this works. I don't usually wrap my jelly prints, but I wanted to see if what this would look like, and see if, or do I just want to paint the edges? So I'm experimenting here. That's taking a minute. I don't think wrapping is worth my time here. It might. We'll see. We'll see how it looks at the end. It would probably look better if I did a bigger wrap, but I really just didn't want that big giant wrap. Just enough to cover the edges. Okay, I think we're there. That air bubble will come out. I'm just smoothing it right now. There it is. Okay, good. Got a little bit of wrinkle, but we can cover that up. I kind of like that just by itself. Sometimes what I find is when you have jelly prints that are not your favorites and then you cut them down to size, they form a different look to them. And yeah, I'm really liking that. All right. Just 1 second. I'm going to set this to the side. Okay. Now we're not going to stick too bad. Okay. While that's kind of drying, and I am using 1 second. Going to use this little tray to kind of, oh, well, look at you. You just decided to come undone. To kind of like sit it there so that things don't get stuck to it besides my fingers, and let that dry for a minute. So let's see, what do I want to add on this? So this little tray has some circles and some hexagons, and they're different colors. Like we have some yellows, little bitty hexagons that I could glue on top if I wanted to. So I'm just digging through here for a minute to see if there's anything that pops out. There's like some circles. Now this is what, when I have spaces in my jelly prints that I don't use anymore, I will go and cut them up into smaller little bits. So that way I can play with them and use them as, part of a design. So that's what I'm looking at right now to see if I have anything that jumps out at me that I might want to use. I have little hearts in here. So there's just different little, mostly circles and hexagons. I do have some, so red. That's a yellow. I don't know if I want to use yellow. I have some yellow with some gold foil on it. That might be interesting as well. So I'm just picking through these. Let's see what I do here. I don't know. Okay. I'll see what's in this tray. Here's another little heart. These are tiny. We're going to put those over there with the tiny people. Now, these are just some odd shapes. It's yellow. I kind of like that yellow swirl. There's another yellow. Here's an interesting one. My fingers just won't pick it up. There you go. All right. So just looking at these and seeing, oh, there's that blue kind of just blends in. I'm not doing that one. I'm looking for contrast. Okay. Let's see what this little tray has. It's got a big old flower. Nope, not doing it. Mostly hearts. I don't think I want a... Yeah, I'm not looking for that. Okay. Oh, there's a square. There's some squares. There we go. Here's a bunch of them. All right. I'm going to look at those here. And then, is there anything over here? That might be interesting. Or smaller. Nope. I love this die cut. I don't know if you all have seen this die cut. This is like a, this die cut reminds me of like chicken wire. So I'm just loving this die cut. So we might use that. And I have some circles, some organic looking circles. Yeah, I just don't know about the yellow. What about that one? Or purple? Right. We're just going to play with those items now that I've gone through all my trays. And we'll just set that over here. Oh, here's another red one. All right. Is it pretty dry? It's pretty dry on the back end. Okay. I really like a lot of contrast to my art pieces. And I'm wanting to put something in this spot. I'm not sure about over here. What happens if we put that? I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. I like it here. Okay. So we got something. I have a feeling that this chicken wire looking die cut is going to show up in my collages a lot. I'm just liking it. I like the texture of it. I think we're going to cut along. Cutting chicken wire. We'll trim it later. I'm just gonna. All right. We got. Oh, look at that squirrel. Hmm. Well, we'll just stick that over there. Now, why did I like this so much? I chose this because it has a lot of repeating pattern in a big empty negative space of that blue, and it shows the blue behind the empty, I mean the pattern. So that's really what drew me to this, using this um particular die cut of my jelly prints on here. So we'll trim those off. Now, the other piece that I'm looking at, because everything's so blue, but I have a little bit of yellow right here. I am looking at, I'm thinking the red and green are complementary colors, got it. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do here on this one. What does this little square? That kind of brings the yellow over into this other area. So I'm playing with something like this little frame looking square. Kind of balance the yellows out a little bit from pulling from the green over here. Sorry. Okay, we're a little bit past I got a little bit of late start, and we're a little bit past our time. I'm just looking for these to be short 30-minute segments, but I will finish this one up today, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out right now. I'm in the middle of creating, and my time is almost up. I feel like there needs to be. Nope, I'm not forcing it. I'm not forcing it. Right now, it's not speaking to me. So I am going to let that set aside to dry. I will revisit this tomorrow morning because, after all, I have 100 days. So I think that's where we're going to leave that for today. And we're going to let that dry. And once I get the hang of doing these lives again, thank you so much, Christina. I'm glad you joined me. And also, don't forget to join my community. I'm going to go over there now, and I'm going to go answer the journaling prompt, and maybe maybe explore this a little bit tomorrow. So, thank you, and hope to see you tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. Central Time. Link below is in the description. Have a great day.